Here's the news for this evening. Flood conditions affect Alexander and West Le Peniton's neighborhoods. Cabbage cutter escapes from Lusignan prison. Guyana ships 6 containers of relief items to hurricane-hit Caribbean Islands. Teens remanded for the murder of an Albion man. Regional news, world news, and the weather.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
I am Morgana Bethune, filling in for George Gonzalez this evening. Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. The communities of Alexander Village and West Le Penitence experienced flood conditions today. It is believed that a sluice was breached, which allowed water to rush in from the Demerara River. Wendell Jeffrey visited the area and filed this report.
Check out the small in the water start coming and probably still had water.
Today, the Alexander Village and West Le Penitence neighborhoods were inundated with water from the Demerara River due to what is believed to be a breached drainage sluice in the area. Roads became nearly impassable for some time as some motorists and pedestrians refused to venture through the water without being able to see the roads. Some of the residents told Channel 2 Headline News that they were unable to send their children to school because of the problems caused by the flooding.
Then once the garbage in the yard and the bridge blow away. And the place is not really nasty. Them children couldn't get to go to school, so.
So the children are still at home?
Yeah, they got back and sleep.
One of the residents said that the flooding problem had happened for many years, but it is getting worse because the canal that drains the area is clogged.
This situation is terrible. One has to do something about the canal at the back here, which would bring us some relief.
How long now since the place has been flooded?
Well, this has been going on for years.
Okay. And is it worse right now?
Well, it is getting worse. The canal is getting clogged right now.
Okay.
More clogged.
Residents were told that the Ministry of Public Infrastructure is working to correct the problem by pumping the water off the land.
And right now they say they know when they got fixed, but right now they're doing a little work and they got pump taking off the water. That's all I know so far.
When Channel 2 Headline News visited the affected sluice, the waters had receded, and except for some pileup of garbage at the mouth, the waters were flowing out to the river unobstructed. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thank you, Wendell. Authorities are now on the hunt for Delon Blake, who escaped from the Lusignan prison today. Blake, who prison officials stated, is a cabbage cutter made around using a bed sheet and other items. Esther Sobers reports.
The hunt is on for 35-year-old Delon Blake, who escaped from the Lusignan prison where he was on remand. Director of Prisons Gladwell Samuels said that he was informed on Wednesday morning that the prisoner escaped from the holding bay 2 of the prison. Samuels said that Blake was admitted to the prison on July 24, 2017 for a rape offense. Blake has a teardrop tattoo on the left side of his face and cuts cabbage for a living. Sources revealed that Blake might have used a bedsheet to hoist himself from a barbed wire and scaled the wall. The prison surfaces has been under heavy pressure since the Camp Street prison was destroyed in a fire set by inmates early July. The decision was taken to relocate some prisoners to Lusignan on the east coast of Demerara. Security was also increased. In July, after the prisoners were relocated to the east coast of Demerara, 13 high-profile inmates escaped via a hole which they dug. During an incident on July 29th, 16 inmates were shot and 2 firefighters were injured during efforts to prevent another escape. There were no deaths or escapees during that incident. If anyone have any information on the whereabouts of Delon Blake, please contact 225-5401. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thank you, Esther. Deputy Superintendent of Police Lonsdale Withright, the officer in command of the force's SWAT unit, has been relieved of his duty. This follows an alleged robbery where Withright was held at gunpoint by 3 suspects who relieved him of his service pistol and a magazine containing 16 live rounds. The incident is said to have occurred at the Industry Seawall East Coast Demerara at about 2100 hours on Monday. Withright was said to be in the company of a female at the time of the incident. The officer alleged that one of the suspects discharged 2 rounds and relieved him of his motorcar in which the firearm and ammunition were stored. Swift responses from several units of the Guyana Police Force led to the recovery of his motorcar on the Ogle Airstrip Road, East Coast Demerara, a few hours after. Coming up after the break, Guyana ready to ship 6 containers of relieved items to hurricane-hit Caribbean Islands, and 2 teens remanded for the murder of an Albion man. Stay with us.
Don't miss the GTT Pinktober 5K 10K walk run. Join the cause to raise awareness and celebrate the lives of all cancer warriors. Register for $2,000. Get a limited edition t-shirt, 300 megs of data, a ticket to see Chronix or Travis Green or your favorite dancehall act, group fitness training at the National Park, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon. It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. That's it.
Welcome back. Hurricane-ravaged islands of the Caribbean can expect another 80 tons of food and water from Guyana, an estimated value of $18 million. That is because the private sector and the Guyana government remain true to their commitment to continue with the provision of humanitarian goods and services until some semblance of normalcy is restored to the Caribbean islands. Wendell Jeffrey reports.
I'm very pleased to be here to witness the containers being sent off and to thank the Tropical for this magnanimous effort in shipping an estimated $18 million worth of assorted items to include rice, sugar, flour, You have biscuits, water, macaroni. You have a full list of the food items and water, etc.
In a simple handing over ceremony late yesterday afternoon, the Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu and the Minister of State Joseph Harmon were presented with the manifestos for 6 containers of relief items which are destined for the hurricane-hit Caribbean islands. Head of the Civil Defense Commission, Mayor Chabilal Ramsarup, said in addition to the 6 containers at the GNIC's wharf, there are additional containers at other locations being packaged for shipment.
We have another 3 that's already packed, and it's at John Fernandez, and that is meant for Antigua. We are in the process of packing another 2, and that will also go to Antigua. When it arrives in Antigua, SEDEMA has been given the responsibility of forwarding any other stuff that they see fit that Antigua does not have a need for, because our understanding is that Antigua is getting a lot of relief from other countries. So they're going to coordinate whatever goes into Antigua if other islands need it badly. A lot of rice, a lot of sugar, flour, water, pasta.
Provisions?
No, the provision, we had some provision to send, plantains and oats and sweet potatoes. But because of the time at sea and the time preparing the containers here, we were afraid that it would spoil. What we're standing here now is mainly foodstuff, tarpaulins, some medical supplies, water, and that's what the country needs immediately.
The shipment is expected to land in Dominica in 10 to 12 days, and both the GNIC CEO, Mr. Clinton Williams, and Tropical Shipping's country coordinator, Ms. Glennis Hutch, said that they have both waived their cost on all items being shipped for disaster relief.
We're a part of the business community, and this is the least we could do, in fact, to send all these containers out. It's something that we have to do.
The effort which you see that is being displayed this afternoon is a combination between Tropical and GNIC. We're doing it as a contribution to those who are affected in the islands. And we shall continue to do so as we get the cargo from the private sector, anybody else who are interested in helping.
Mr. Kumal Singh from the Private Sector Commission said that the business fraternity is looking forward and planning for the rebuilding efforts.
The next stage after here will be rebuilding. So we will also be working with our private sector and GCCI to see how we can work with these islands on the rebuilding effort.
This is part of the continuing effort. We're not done as yet, and we're hoping that other sections of the society, particularly the private sector, would continue to respond to the efforts that are being made here to help those who are affected, particularly in Antigua, Dominica, Barbuda, those territories at this point in time.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thank you, Wendell. 2 teens were remanded to prison for the murder of an Albion man. The incident, which occurred on Fremont Street, East La Penitence, the same street of which the 2 teens reside. Esther Soberts reports.
2 men are on remand for the murder of Fazl Shahid, who was shot and killed when bandits invaded an East La Penitence home on the night that he was preparing for his father's 1-year memorial service. 19-year-old Sean DeSantos and 18-year-old Stephen Howard, both of Fremont Street, East La Penitence, appeared before Chief Magistrate Ann McLennan in the Georgetown Magistrate Court on Tuesday. Both teens were unrepresented. The indictable charge stated that on September 24, 2017, at Fremont Street, East La Penitence, the men murdered 58-year-old Shahid during the robbery, was not required to plead and was remanded to prison until October 19, 2017. Fazl Shahid, a father of 1, was shot approximately 4 times in his abdomen and once in the region of his lungs. His brothers Abdul Shahid and Shalim Shahid were both based overseas and were also injured during the attack. According to the dead man's brother, Raymond Shahid, because of the robbery and high alarming rise in crime, none of his family will be returning to Guyana. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thank you, Esther. The Ministry of Social Protection is deeply saddened over the murder of two elderly women, Constance Fraser, 87, and Phyllis Caesar, 75, were found bound and gagged at their home on Tuesday. The double murder occurred as Guyana observed Month of the Elderly in October. The ministry stated that senior citizens should be treated with reverence and the utmost respect and called on all Guyanese to honor the elderly, respect and protect them, and hold them in the highest regard. Still ahead, we have our regional news, world news, and the weather forecast.
Ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride taxi service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Don't miss the GTT Pinktober 5K 10K walk run. Join the cause to raise awareness and celebrate the lives of all cancer warriors. Register for $2,000. Get a limited edition t-shirt, 300 megs of data, a ticket to see Chronix or Travis Green or your favorite dancehall act, group fitness training at the National Park, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon. It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon.
Welcome back. And now for the news from the region. In Barbados, Education Minister Ronald Jones says every Barbadian child will have access to early childhood education in the next 2 years. More from Barbados Nation.
Minister of Education Ronald Jones says every child in Barbados should be able to access early childhood education within the next 2 years. Speaking during a church service to launch Education Month on Sunday at Abundant Life Assembly, he said this would make Barbados a leader in the region. Mr. Jones said 95% of those who won national scholarships and exhibitions this year benefited from early childhood education. Mr. Jones also highlighted the importance of having trained teachers in the system. He said 80% of those in primary schools were trained and well qualified, along with 70% in secondary schools.
Internationally, O.J. Simpson is enjoying freedom and has photographed golfing after prison released. More from ABC News.
We're going to turn now to O.J. Simpson's newfound freedom. Just days after being released, spotted brushing up on his golf game And what are his plans after serving 9 years in prison? ABC's Lindsay Davis joins us now from Las Vegas with more. Good morning, Lindsay.
Hey, good morning, Michael. It was here at this Las Vegas hotel where O.J. Simpson was accused of armed robbery a decade ago. Now he is back in Vegas, not all that far from the scene of the crime, this time hoping not only to stay out of trouble, but out of the spotlight. This morning, new pictures of O.J. Simpson enjoying his first days of freedom. They show the 70-year-old lounging at a Las Vegas home where he's staying temporarily after his release from prison. In one picture, Simpson is seen practicing his putting. In another, he's on the phone. And here he is poolside with his oldest daughter, Arnell, looking far more relaxed than he did in the hours after his release.
Juice, how's it feel to be out? Juice.
Hey, how in the world y'all stalking me?
Surprised at a gas station, already seemingly irritated by all the attention.
Where are you guys headed?
None of your business.
O.J. Simpson's ride to freedom was made in his prison denims.
Well, I'm in the car for the last 5 hours, so how do I know how it feels to be out?
Even after serving 9 years for kidnapping and armed robbery, the paparazzi still hot on his trail.
I've been in Nowhere, USA for the last 9 years doing nothing. Nothing has changed in my life. What do you guys, what do you expect? I mean, there's nothing changed now. Please, can I have a break here?
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. Take care, guys.
Simpson has said he hopes to move to Florida, where the Attorney General says he's not welcome.
I have never seen such lack of remorse in my entire career.
But for the time being, Simpson's parole officer says he's not allowed to leave Nevada without advanced approval, and that he plans to stay at a home in the Las Vegas area for the foreseeable future. But Simpson hopes that his stay here in Las Vegas is temporary. He has a lot of incentive to move to Florida. 3 of his children live there. Michael.
All right, thank you, Lindsay. And let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams. And Dan, we just heard Florida's Attorney General say O.J. is not welcome in Florida. But could Florida actually keep him from moving there?
Probably not. I mean, there is technically a sending state, which would be Nevada, and there is the receiving state, which is Florida. And there is a procedure that they have to go through. But the bottom line is there is an interstate compact, meaning there's effectively a federal requirement which says if there is a sentence that is more than 90 days, if he has family in a place like Florida, if he's got a job in a place like Florida, all these possible things which could require Florida to take him. And I think just the fact that residents or family in Florida is going to mean that Florida is going to have to take him despite the Attorney General's lack of desire to have O.J. Simpson in Florida.
And she expressed her lack of desire, but also O.J.'s lawyer, he was aggressive in attacking her.
Yeah, I mean, look, he cursed her out publicly. I don't know if that's particularly helpful. He's claiming that this is about race, about not wanting a black man in Florida. I think that's a little bit of a tough argument for his lawyer to win here. So I don't know that his lawyer is helping the cause, but the reality is that I think as a matter of law, Florida is going to have to take him. So no matter what O.J.'s lawyer says or doesn't say, isn't going to make that much of a difference.
And I think the bottom line, do you think he'll be able to stay out of trouble?
You know, that's the question, right? Because there are a lot of requirements. He's got to not do drugs. He's going to have to go in for possible alcohol testing. He's allowed to drink, but not in excess. There are going to be questions about who are you associating with. You can't associate with known criminals. So there's a whole list of requirements that O.J. Simpson is going to have to abide by, and he is going to be one of the closely watched parolees in the history of America.
I'm sure you're right about that.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, thank you.
Cameras following him all the time. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
And now for the weather forecast. And that's Safe TV Channel 2 headline news for this evening, the 4th of October 2017. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Safe TV headline news on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in at 6:30 hours tomorrow morning for a rebroadcast and Thursday evening at 7 for more news. For now, I am Morgana Bethune. Thank you for joining us.